The first person I'd like to introduce is really a man who's been behind the scenes with us. He's a key advisor to the Bradenton area river regatta, Palmetto and Bradenton 2017. He's not only a great friend, but he is a Bradenton son. Hugh Miller. Hugh?
Thank you, Mike. It's great to be here. Welcome, a big welcome to everybody. Pier 22, Twin Dolphin Marina. We are glad you're here. We're excited about this 2017 regatta. It's really an opportunity for Manatee County to show off, some of the greatest assets we have. It doesn't take much, but you can look behind us, and it's pretty spectacular, isn't it? So essentially, by putting this regatta right here, we're bringing people into the urban core. We're working the economic development side of this community, providing opportunities for people to really see something special and unique. So it's really a pleasure to be a part of something this great. The first year we had 80,000 people here, the biggest event ever. So it's really great to be a part of it, Mike. It's exciting. I welcome everybody to come back and enjoy the festivities. And just again, thank you all for being here, and thank you all for the support you've provided. And I'd like to introduce and welcome the mayor of Palmetto, Shirley Groover Bryant. Come on up, Mayor.
Well, we're excited to kick off again this year with the festivities today. And we're looking forward to a very successful event. As many of you know, Palmetto has really enhanced our gateway and where a lot of the events will be taking place. So that's going to be kind of a grand opening for us in a sense. So we're hoping for a very successful year. A lot of activities are going to be occurring on both sides of the river. So that should make everyone happy. And I think it's just going to be a great event. The different things that we've talked about up to this date and everybody working together. It's a collaborative effort to enhance and embellish the whole downtown area, not just Bradenton or Bradenton area, but the entire county, because this impacts so much, bringing people in and giving them an opportunity to see what Manatee County has to offer. And especially with Palmetto and our new gateway, we're really proud of it. So we want everybody to come and visit, have a great time, be safe, and just have a wonderful day. So come join us for a great event.
Thank you, Shirley. You and your team in Palmetto are just terrific partners. At this time, we're bringing up the city of Bradenton. And he was supposed to be with us. He was having some minor surgery, but now he's got the flu that's going all around. Stepping in for the mayor, Mayor Wayne Poston, is City Councilman Gene Brown. Gene?
Thank you, Mike. And I want to echo everyone's sentiments so far about, look behind us, what we have here. The first year, obviously, the 80,000 people was just an unbelievable event we had. Last year, the weather didn't hold. We're going to pray for this year that the weather will hold. One of the things that really hits hard with my heart with this event is my grandson and I, 5 years old, got here at 9 o'clock in the morning. Figured I'd be taking him home to go, and then he said at 4:30, he said, "No, Papa G, we're staying to watch the fireworks." So that's what it's about, bringing the community together, really thanking everyone for coming out here and just enjoying and bringing the gateway together with the city of Bradenton. And we want to thank everyone for all that you do for us and really promote this event, the 2017 Regatta, that we're tied together. The county, the city of Bradenton, city of Palmetto, all the residents are working together to make it better. One other thing I want to do, we want to call up our chief of police here, Melanie Bevan. Kind of a special event on that day, February 4th is her 1-year anniversary. So I know the mayor wanted to make sure and celebrate, the City of Bradenton Police Department and what they do through all our public works and everyone that works together to make this. Just thank the chief and congratulations on making it a year.
Absolutely, I know.
We hope for many more, so thank you. And just welcome everyone as you come to this regatta and really enjoy it and enjoy the whole county of City of Bradenton. Thank you.
So it takes two, right? Dale, who sang that song? Marvin Gaye? Marvin Gaye. Palmetto and Bradenton. It takes two to really promote and generate all the excitement Manatee County has to offer. Manatee County. At this time, we're going to bring up the sports commissioner for Manatee County, Sean Walter. Sean?
Thanks. Can I just walk up and say ditto? Because I agree with everything. On behalf, though, seriously, of the Bradenton Area Sports Commission, the Bradenton Area Convention Visitors Bureau, and Manatee County, we're so excited. This is our third year standing here in partnership with Regatta. Mike and his team, they've done an amazing job. The expansion, what they've done with this event is incredible. As we said earlier, or they said earlier, the assets within our destination, we get to show off, and this is the best time to do so. Between the beautiful Riverwalk, looking over at the city of Palmetto, the city of Bradenton, and in collaboration on what we do together as a team is really special. To be able to come out here as a resident and enjoy it is one thing, but also as a vacationer. We look at the visitors having this experience, to be able to stand on the Green Bridge, look at a race, walk around and see the festivities, the great food, the music, and then end with the amazing fireworks. That's a memory in itself that they're never going to forget. So between everybody involved and all the hard work that goes in, it's well worth it, and we're just really happy to be a part of it and can't thank everyone enough. Appreciate it.
It'd be remiss if we didn't also just say thank you to Elliot Falcione. It really was 4.5 years ago. We're Pittsburgh guys, Michael Dongili and myself, and we got this call from this guy who said, how about bringing some of the best at Pittsburgh's regatta down to Bradenton, Florida? And I said, is that where the Pirates train? Is that in the winter? We're coming. But really a lot of work went into that. Elliot, thank you. It's nice to see you here today. We put a lot of work in the last year since the last regatta. Even though the weather was tough, we still had a lot of people show up. And we put a lot of work into a new environmental team. And leading that charge is another prominent, he's a Palmetto boy from Manatee County, Caleb Grimes. And Caleb, please come up at this time and tell us exactly all the great things you did. Thank you for what you did.
Thank you. Mike makes this event look easy, but it takes a lot of planning, coordination, and attention to details. I was looking today at the shoes floating by here, and those are the kind of things you got to worry about. But that planning and coordination is designed to assure the safety of all of the participants, for the general boating public, and for all the spectators. And one of the things that we do is also assure the safety of our environment and of our protected species. Those are all very, very important to Manatee County, to the Bradenton area, and we want to make sure it is done. And in doing so, we coordinate our activities with several federal and state agencies in order to get the appropriate review, suggestions, help, and then the permits to put this on. And as Mike says, that's a long effort. I do want to thank Jared Lay from our office, an associate with us that spent a lot of time working with all of the agencies to get that. These agencies do a really good job working to assure that the general public and our environment and everything is well protected, and at the same time, in a professional manner, make sure this event can go on. So at this time, I'd like to recognize those with whom we worked. I don't know if they're here, but hopefully through what's going on today that they will know that their attention to this was recognized and appreciated. We worked extensively with the United States Coast Guard. They were the clearinghouse for these permits, took care of NOAA, which includes the National Marine Fisheries Service, and the United States Fish and Wildlife Service, to assure the environment and our species were protected. And we worked with Tyrone Stafford, and we want to thank him for all his efforts. With NOAA, we had Mark Sramick and Laura Ingleby, and they worked mostly on assuring the protection of our dolphins, the sawfish, which frankly we don't have here, and our marine turtles. We worked with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Mr. Peter Plage, and his efforts went towards protection of the manatees. We worked with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, who reviewed all of our structures. Believe it or not, we have to look at every structure we put up, every buoy, how we anchor it, how we set it down. And we worked with Caitlin Hoke with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. They make sure that the area we work in is not in the manatee areas, that it's a safe area. And we worked very well with Mary Duncan with the Florida Fishing Wildlife Commission. The Florida Department of Environmental Protection also works with us, and they were very helpful this year in that they said, hey, if you do it again the same way you did the last 2 years, we got no problems. And we worked with Anthony Padala with them. I also want to point out that I want to thank Jim McClellan from the city of Bradenton, who worked very hard with us, in the fact that he actually was the permittee on all of this. He had to sign the permits. And finally, we had someone new to our team this year, including me, Becky Sindrick, who is our marine observer and does marine observing for all across the state. She's a lead observer for the P1 Marine Foundation, and really helped us get through all of this with all of the things we need to do to have the permit. And at this time, I think, Becky, if you're here, I think you're going to come up and say a few words. Thank you.
I need the box, right? Okay. Hi, I'm Becky. I'm lead marine observer. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Becky. Becky, go ahead.
And I will be leading a team of trained volunteer observers who are going to be watching from the bridge, helicopter, and boats to protect the wildlife, specifically looking out for dolphins and possibly manatees, depending on the water temperature that day. And should any of these animals come within 500 feet, we're going to do an automatic shutdown, which is a halt of all high-speed activity in that area, in that specific area, until the animal passes on its own volition. So this protects not only the animals, but the participants as well, the riders and the drivers, because high-speed impact with an animal that's 500 to 1,200 pounds is not pretty. So we look at this as a two-way street. We're protecting both the participants and the animals, and we love doing it. So if you see us out there on the bridge, say hi. And I just want to thank really the race organization who's been so supportive in helping us out with doing this the right way. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, we get to the, it doesn't take two, does it? It's not just Palmetto and Manatee. It's a lot of you, so thank you, all the agencies. We get to the meat and potatoes. The president and CEO of the Powerboat Super League, back for his third year here in Bradenton, and he calls it his favorite course, Mr. Sam Weiner. Sam?
Greetings. Let's have a boat race here today. What do you say? I think this would be the water we would want. This event reminds me of a quote that was made by the late, great Vince Lombardi. And he was asked in an interview, he said, what does it take to win, coach? And he was quoted in that interview as saying, winning is not a sometime thing. It's an all-time thing. You don't do things right once in a while. You do them right all the time. And this event and the winning team that you put together here, all of the people that are pulling on the same rope here to make this happen, from the county to the city to all the sponsors to the leadership of ISM USA to everybody in the area, it is just amazing. Super League is the oldest racing tour in the history of the world. This is our 31st year. I can tell you 2 years ago here is the largest crowd that we've ever had for a boat race in our 31 years. So obviously you can quote me on that. That is really something. And we did Pittsburgh 15 years, Mike, and I don't think we ever had a bigger crowd in Pittsburgh than we had here. So you're all to be congratulated. The racing part of this, the question is, who can beat the Rinkers? If you were here last year, the year before, you saw Ashton Rinker win. He's out of Tampa, Florida, and nobody's beaten him here. The good news is we got a larger field of boats coming this year. So we've got the biggest field we've had probably in 5 years. We're looking at 15 of the Formula 2 boats, which are 0 to 100 miles an hour in about 4.5 seconds off a dead engine start. So if we can get all 15 of them out there, it should be something to see. I'm actually, after doing this for 100 years, I'm actually a little excited about it. So again, we're very humbled, the Super League is, to be here. We have 2 drivers here. Tom Ludwig is here. He's out of St. Petersburg. And we've also got Frederick Durr. He's out of Port Charlotte. They've got their boats out front. If you would say hello to them on the way out, they appreciate very much what you do. And be sure and say hello to them. And with that, Mike, I think I've talked too long, but we do appreciate all of you. Let's have a great February 4th.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
He is Vince Lombardi. And he's upset that his Mountaineers, West Virginia, lost in overtime last night. So bring that up to him if you can. Okay. I know we have a lot of sponsors here: Manatee Memorial Hospital, SRQ Airport, Budweiser. Many of you, thank you very much. I mean, your thanks are going to really be here when Hugh hosts us all for an opening gala party on Friday evening, February 3rd at the fantastic Pier 22. All right, I told you meat and potatoes. Well, I just gave you the meat. Here's my dear friend, Mr. Potato. No, Mike Young, who's the president and owner of the Hydrocross Jet Ski Extraordinaire. My dear friend, come on up, brother.
First off, I'd like to say thanks to Mike, thanks to ISM USA, and of course, all my friends here in Manatee County. We'll be producing this year the Action Jet Sports Mayor's Cup. Those will feature 3 classes of racing. It'll be located on the Palmetto side with a ski class, sport class, and a runabout enduro class. We'll also have Uva Perez here, who came up from Miami for the press release. Uva is the fastest man on a personal watercraft. He took a jet ski, ladies and gentlemen, 114.6 mile per hour, a new world record. We'll have flyboarders here. Jonathan Brockhoff is here, local flyboarder. Kristen Smoyer is also going to be here, and she is the Women's World Cup champion. And the U.S. ski team manager, Jeremy Armstrong, will join that group. Also, the air chair, we'll have Gino Jochler, who is a 7-time foil champion. Wakeboarder from Australia, Troy Roker, and freestylers, John Havel and Chris Anizeski. That being said, I'm waiting for February 4th. It's time to kick the tires and light the fires.
You got to love his voice, right? I love that. We have music. We have lots of music on both sides, the Bradenton side, and this man is leading it up for us, and he's going to tell you a little bit about the Bradenton side. And he he's another just great resident, a great partner of all we do down here. Del Couch. Del? Thanks, brother.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you all. Yeah, we're proud to be a part of the foundation. The Regatta again, bringing the foundation kids. As you know, Sam Wolf is one of our kids, and he'll be back this year. He'll be singing at 4 o'clock, just before another group called the Nashville Yacht Club Band, which has members that have backed up the Doobie Brothers, Kenny Loggins, Toto, Christopher Cross, you name it. So their lead singer is a contestant and a finalist in The Voice. So we have both American Idol and The Voice represented this year at our regatta, along with all of our other kids that are singing all day long. Now, I couldn't bring Sam today, but I brought one of our new performers. This is Isabella Bank.
Hello.
Can they hear you? And I wanted you to meet Isabella because she's the next star. She's going to be the next Sam Wolf, believe it or not. She's really incredible.
Sing something.
Thank you. Well, yes, in fact, I have prepared a little something for you today. I thought if you asked, I should have something prepared. So I will sing for you Smile, composed by Charlie Chaplin. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile. Through your fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
Just turned 13, didn't you? Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, Isabella just turned 13 years old. So, and she's been performing with us. She'll be performing at Regatta just before Sam Wolf. We have Matt Walden also, who's a local Manatee High School boy who now has 2 songs that have charted worldwide on iTunes. So we have a really good, great entertainment on the Bradenton side and even more on Palmetto. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
I didn't know she was going to sing. I was going to sing right now, but I'm not. So, okay, no, I can't. It takes 2, baby. No, it takes much more. Palmetto. We have a major concert venue in Palmetto this year. Strategically, we've moved the stage from Riverside Avenue to the base of your brand new construction and renovation. And it's a DSL 100 stage, and it's going to accommodate the #1 Zac Brown tribute band in the United States called ZBTB. They're from New York, so they're flying in here a few days early. Imagine that. Yeah. So they're coming in early to enjoy Palmetto, but they're the headliner at 5. Nashville Yacht Club is the headliner at 5 in Bradenton. Prior to them, we got brand new partners throughout the Tampa media, and I see some of them here. Thank you again. But Q105 is behind us up in Tampa, and we also have the Soul Circus Cowboys coming, which are a huge, huge regional band throughout the Southeast. Palmetto all day is going to be country, and we think it's just gonna blend very well and conclude. What happens at 6:45? You got it. Zambelli, the #1 international choreographed fireworks company in the world. They'll be here, all set to music. Before that, everybody wants to know about food. Before I get to food, I'm just going to give one secret because Budweiser, I just saw him way back there. We're happy to announce also that the Budweiser Clydesdales are going to be here. They're going to go across the Green Bridge, working with all the great people on both sides, public safety. They'll start in Bradenton at 11 a.m., and then they're going to hitch up a team of 8 with the little dog, I can't think of his name, but the wagon, and it's going to go across the Green Bridge right during the height of a break, Sam. We'll take a 15-minute break in racing. Now, I won't screw up the racing. But the Clydesdales will then, Mayor, Shirley, they're going to stop, and for 3 hours after that, they're going to meet and greet people for photo ops at the base of the Green Bridge, right near the entrance to all the activity in Palmetto. So we're thrilled about what's going on in many, many ways. There's going to be more announcements over the next 2 weeks. Food. Food's important. A partner who does it so great, I'm going to ask both Ray and Rick if they would come up from the DeSoto group. They are tremendous, tremendous friends and partners, and they're going to give you an insight. Ray?
Thanks, Mike. Once again, the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society is proud to host the Little Anglers fishing tournament presented by the Early Learning Coalition of Manatee County. That's 8:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. It's for ages 5 to 12. Orange juice and snacks are going to be provided by Tropicana. Spectrum Sports Networks are going to be on hand to film the fishing tournament and provide some fishing instruction. The first 100 entries are going to receive a rod, reel, and tackle combo kit from Fish Florida. And our Hernando DeSoto, Zeke Eckerson, or Rick, if you could want to give us your best Vanna White and so it's a very nice kit for the children signing up, and you can go to DeSotoHQ.com to get registered for that. As far as food is concerned, we're opening at 10:30 a.m. We have some local favorites from Anna Maria Oyster Bar, River House Reef and Grill, and Demetrio's Pizza House. Items range from funnel cakes to corn dogs, fish and chips to barbecue, and seemingly everything in between. There's actually going to be some homemade granola bars for those of us still keeping up with our New Year's resolutions. New this year, we're going to add trolley service over the Green Bridge. That's going to give our guests the opportunity to view races from multiple angles and allow them the opportunity to try the different food items on both Palmetto and Bradenton. That service is free. Thank you, Rick. Again, we just want to take the opportunity to thank all of you, all of the agencies, and all of the individuals who bring this to our community, and very proud to be a part of this. Thank you so much.
There's no truth that this is the mayor, Mayor Wayne Poston. This is not him. From far away, you might make that guess, but it's not. Anyway, I think we're right about 11:30, and I wanted to keep it sharp so people can enjoy the Pier 22 hospitality. Jonathan Brockhoff is back. He's our flyboarder. He's a Bradenton born and raised kid, and he operates Top Gun. And here he is. Jonathan will be performing. Also, Mike Young, we're going to have the ladies world champion. She'll be performing. She's right. Is she here? Come on up here.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. I performed a little bit last year at the Bradenton Regatta, and I'm super stoked this year to perform again because you got a regatta. I love it down here. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, hey. How you doing, Mike?
I'm Tom Ludwig, and we're in Bradenton, Florida today, preparing for the upcoming race on February 4th. And last year we kind of had some bad weather. If we get good weather this Saturday, we're going to have a great time, a great race. We got our motors prepped up. We've been working on them all winter long, and I think our team's ready, and I hope everybody else is. Bradenton, over the first year, we had over 100,000 people show up, and it was a great event. The weather's great, so come on down and see what we're doing in Bradenton. We're over here at Riverwalk, and we're going to have a race in Bradenton, Florida, and it's just a beautiful facility, a nice event. A lot of people can really see the racetrack. It's just a really laid out event. And we're expecting about 10 to 12 teams here this year, and a lot of us are local. We got Amsoil Racing, I think they'll be there. We got Eno Racing, we're with Eno, great sponsor. And Fred Durr's going to be here. Jeff Reno from Lake Okeechobee's going to be here. A couple Canadians are coming down, I heard, so it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a great race. Come on down and watch us.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Fred Durr. We're racing Formula 2 on February 4th, 2017 at Bradenton on the Manatee River. It's a beautiful venue here. Right now we're at Pier 22, and the racing is going to take place right out in front in between the two bridges. They closed one bridge for traffic, so it's a walking bridge, and the spectators are on top of that bridge looking down on the race course. It's a very, very exciting time. The boats run 120 miles an hour and 0 to over 100 in about 5 seconds. And we turn at about 80 to 90 miles an hour. The boats hold their turn, and when you turn the boat, it turns. When you accelerate, it accelerates. When you trim up, it accelerates even more. There'll be about a dozen boats. We're all running the same power plants. It's a 2-liter Mercury carbureted race motor, and the boats are about 16.5 feet long. They're called tunnel boats, Formula 1 and Formula 2 tunnel boats. These is Formula 2. The Formula 1 runs at about 130 miles an hour. Same boat, more or less, slightly slower speed, but it's a very, very popular class of racing, so that's why there's so many boats racing this class. And the more boats, the more excitement. These 2-liter Mercury engines, they meet certain specification so that all the engines are supposed to be equivalent. The problem is that there's small adjustments that you can make to the engine, and some people have a little better propeller, especially for a particular race course, than another driver, and so he can be faster and therefore get out in front. Once you're out in front, the course is yours until somebody takes it away from you. So in racing, if you're behind, you're trying to pass other boats and working so hard to do it, and if you're out in front, you're trying to keep everybody on your tail, and therefore you're working just as hard, but you're in clean water, they're in dirty water, they've got to cross your wake, they got to figure out how to squeeze in on the inside or on the outside of you in the turns. I've been coming to the Bradenton race for a number of years now, and 2 years ago we had a wonderful event, fantastic crowd. If I'm not mistaken, Jefferson Starship was the live band here, and the crowd was amazing. Again, this is a fantastic race for viewing because the spectators are on top of the bridge looking down at the race course and they're seeing everything. Last year was a disappointment because the weather couldn't have been any worse. This year we've had a very, very mild winter, and so I anticipate the weather to be fantastic just like it is now. Right now it's 11 o'clock in the morning and it's 75 to 80 degrees without a cloud in the sky. So let's everybody cross our fingers and we'll have the same thing on February 4th.
My name is Justin Wainscott. I am the chief and the officer in charge of Coast Guard Station Cortez. And we're here today to support our local partners in the community in a special event. Well, what the Coast Guard is going to be doing is supporting our local partners. And we have worked together as a team to ensure that everybody on the water, all the spectators are safe. And we're going to be enforcing the safety zone around the race course. And just to patrol that area and keep everybody out of harm's way. Well, what we want them to know is that the river during the race will be closed, so we won't be able to have any traffic obviously going through the race course. We want everybody to be safe. There's going to be a line of red buoys that will mark the spectator area, and we ask that all vessels stay out of that area. Listen to law enforcement, listen to the boats on the water. Make sure you have the right safety gear on board to keep you safe, and just to work with law enforcement. Well, you know, since 2003, when we joined, when we became part of the Department of Homeland Security, we've become a lot more involved in securing our waterways. We've always been search and rescue, law enforcement on the water, drug interdiction, alien migrant interdiction, and we just continue, and also maintaining the all the aids of navigation. Sure, sir. Station Cortez is a small boat search and rescue station. We have 30 active duty personnel, 22 reservists. We perform search and rescue and law enforcement duties, and we have 3 vessels. So obviously a life jacket for everybody on board. Every vessel, you know, depending on its size, has required different safety equipment. They can get all that information if you go to U.S. Coast Guard, if you go to cgox.org, that's the website for the Coast Guard Auxiliary. You can find your local flotilla. They can set up a safety inspection for your vessel, and they can come out, let you know what you need, and also give you some advice and some best practices. Oh, the planning has been tremendous. We've been working for about a month now. We're working really close with our local partners, which is great. I really enjoy that relationship, and it's obviously a huge event, and we're just excited to be a part of it.
So we do the flyboarding for the event. We break up the event and give a little bit of a show for all the people coming and watching. We're also a local company. We rent out the flyboards for anybody to try, and we are just lucky enough to be here and do this with you guys. It's actually not too bad. You know, it's easier for some athletic people, yes, but it really only takes about 5 to 10 minutes for our company learning curve. Yeah, I mean, we have a 99% fly rate, and that's people that have never done flyboarding ever, and they learn in about 5 to 10 minutes, yeah.
No, not everybody can. But like Jonathan said, it is an easy sport to learn. That's what makes it so such a great fit here for Florida. And like he said, we're just excited to be part of the Regatta Point event. But as far as the flyboarding goes, yeah, it is very easy to do. You can fly a foot out of the water. You can fly 30 feet out of the water. You don't always have to do the tricks. Jonathan's flown people that can't swim. He's flown people that were mute and couldn't speak, and he was still able to give them instructions. Afraid of heights, that would be me. But it's a great thing to do for a family, a recreational event. But it's also a great sport as well.
Well, the regatta is our main one for the whole year. It really kicks off our season. As soon as regatta is over, we really start picking up, and we carry it all the way through the summer. And then wintertime, we slow back down. The water gets cold. A little colder. Right. But over the whole year, we do at least 5 events. We do tent events locally. We do events like this where we're actually flyboarding. So I try to do as much as we possibly can for Top Gun. Well, they're more than welcome to go to our website. It's topgunflyboards.com. It guides you through. You could book your sessions. There's frequently asked questions. There's everything you need there. There's also our phone number, so you could ask any, different questions that aren't featured on the website. Last year was us, Top Gun Flyboards, and it was Kristen Smoyer. She's #1 in the world right now for women's flyboarding champion. Yeah, crazy flyboarder, good friend of ours. I believe there was a couple more out there flying around. It was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. There was lots of flyboarders. I hope that this year we bring the same amount of energy for the crowd, and I got my fingers crossed for the good weather. It's a family fun event. It is all day, beautiful weather, lots and lots of stuff for everybody of all ages to do. There's tents, there's events, there's all kinds of stuff going on, and it's definitely something worth checking out.
Well, I think, from the city's perspective, as far as our citizens and going through and having a great event here. The first year, my grandson and I got here at 9 o'clock in the morning. He's 5 years old. I figured we'd be leaving to go back and then come back to the fireworks. He said, Papa G, we're staying. We stayed from 9 all the way through it. Unfortunately, last year, we know the weather kind of put a damper on it. So this year, as you see the weather out behind me today, we're hoping for great weather in the 4th and just really bring an exciting time to the downtown river walk and also both sides of the river. Right, and that's what it's about. I've been bringing families together, bringing our community together, bringing people from all over the state. We're going to get a lot of people in here, and that first year we saw it because of the weather, and that's what we're lucky in this community. We have usually great weather, and we're looking forward to that, plus tying the two cities together. I mean, we are one family in the county here, and I mean, a lot of people say it's us against them. There's no us against them. It's us together, and as a community, we want to work together, make it a great event for everyone. Well, our staff together does a great job working with it with Mike Fetchko and all the group that's there, the Heritage Festival group that does a great job, all the volunteerism that goes into it. The city staff, does a great job working together, getting it done, and as well as the city's clean. We have a great ability to keep things going. Our police department does a great job. It's a very family-friendly group, as well as keeping things going for the whole city. And then when it's over, it's clean back to normal.
Well, this event always draws a lot of people to the community. It's really an economic engine for bringing people to the area, to Palmetto, to Bradenton, Manatee County area. So it's important. Our businesses, we hope that they'll benefit. We're having more events on the north side of the river again this year. And you know what they say, third time's a charm. So we're excited about the outcome of this year, and we've had the rundown of what's going to be happening that day, a little bit of it here today. More and more is going to be finalized in the weeks to come up to the event. So we think it should make a big impact for Manatee County and City of Palmetto. Well, obviously, we always like to showcase Palmetto, and our gateway is our latest completed project. We had wonderful partners, Florida Department of Transportation, and also the Southwest Florida Water Management District. They've done an excellent job in working with us. We can't thank them enough, but we want the community, the entire community, anybody visiting in the area, come see Palmetto, come see our gateway, visit the city, some of our historical locations that we have in the city. Enjoy and come back. Palmetto's that kind of place where you just want to make it your home.
As you all know, Anna Maria Island Longboat Key is fully developed. Where do we grow? If we want to grow as a community with our hospitality industry, it's the ongoing redevelopment of the urban core and the East County Development's Lakewood Ranch and Parish. So events like this is vital to the ongoing redevelopment because you have to continue to bring people along the Riverwalk into Palmetto so our hospitality industry can sustain an influx of new dollars while this community is rebuilding itself. Well, I think where a lot of people don't think about is our international market, United Kingdom, Central Europe. The F2 race is appealing to them. They love it. And when they go on holiday, they're trying to determine what part of the West Coast they're going to go to. And if you have an event like the Regatta with the F2 circuit here, that'll help them make the decision, say, let's go to the Bradenton area because of that race, and we'll stay here for 2 weeks as well.